Crystal went back to try to get her visa renewed. Man, what a whirlwind. This is Mozgoti Gora Mosque in Sulaymaniyah. Crystal went back to try to get her visa renewed. Man, what a whirlwind. Okay, so a few days ago, I was literally riding around to every government office in Sulaymaniyah. I went to 6 different offices. The last one was finally correct. That was kind of stressful. And I came and they told me to come back on the 17th, which is today. They told me to come back the 17th. I got my days mixed up and actually came yesterday, which is a government holiday. So that trip was for nothing, but it's okay. And so I came back today, and the process is it's easy because they literally do everything for you. It was actually really easy for someone who doesn't speak English, and they all speak Kurdish, because what would happen is they would figure out I'm not from here, and they would ask anyone who speaks English, and they were like, go to this number, go to this office, go to this floor, go to this. And they would just literally cattle me around the entire building. I must have went to like 10 different tables and rooms, and just happened so fast because they were kind of in a rush. I was supposed to come earlier. I thought they closed at 4, that's what Google says, but they actually closed at 2, and it's 1:59 right now. I came here at 1 p.m. So I go in, I go to a table, they look at my passport, and I have to give them a document that I printed out from one of these outside offices. There's a bunch of passport printing places here that says I would like to extend my visa in Kurdish. I'm pretty sure it's Kurdish. So I give that paper and my passport to this table. They ask me what I'm doing. I say tourist, and then I take it to another table. They stamp it, and I take it to another one. They give me another piece of paper. They stamp it, and my mind's just kind of crazy because it happens so fast. And then I go upstairs, and they ask if I have a friend in Sulaymaniyah, and I call my couchsurfing host, and they just want to know. I mean, I didn't understand the conversation, but what I heard, I think they asked for his occupation, maybe last name, I don't really know. And they wrote information down on that paper and some other log. And then I had to go to another table where they scanned it. And then I had to go back downstairs, and they looked at this and scanned it, and I had to go back up a floor. It was, I don't even know, and then they printed out something, and then I had to get a small paper. I took that to the receipt payroll, and I had to bring it back, and then I got my passport stamp. It would have been frustrating if they were mean to me, but they were so nice. They were just asking their coworkers, hey, how do you say number 10 in English? And they would be like, 1 floor up, 2 floor up, number 10. And they were just super helpful. It was such an easy process, but I was literally running around for an hour going up to all these different people and tables, and they were scanning stuff and writing stuff. I don't really know what they were writing because it was in Kurdish, but I would say a pretty good experience. This is in a smaller passport renewal office in Sulaymaniyah, and it was just so efficient. They knew exactly where to point me and what the process was, but for me, I was just like, okay, now what? Now what? Because I didn't know there'd be 10 different tables. I thought they would look at this request of mine, like I would like to extend my visa, check my passport, ask if I have any ticket fines or something, and then stamp it. But no, it was like this whole process, and I barely did any talking. So that is my first visa renewal. It's so loud. So Americans get 30 days in Kurdistan. We can renew for a total of 90 days, so 2 more renewals. But when you renew on the same day, it's not exactly 90 days. I'm renewing on the 17th, but my first entry visa expires the 22nd. So I'm actually losing some days, but it's the weekend, the upcoming days, and it's just better to get it done earlier. So unfortunately I am losing a few days each time, but it's good to get ahead. And so the first time is just the request and passport. The second time it is probably request, passport, and a health screening. That's what this guy told me. So Crystal is here for another 30 days at least. I'm very happy. I walked out of there smiling. I don't think anyone else was just so happy to be here. Okay, that is the visa extension process in Sulaymaniyah for Kurdistan. This is Mozgoti Gora Mosque in Sulaymaniyah. These are the people of Sulaymaniyah. What else do they do?
He's a singer. This guy was the first government leader of Kurdistan.